And welcome back. We're moving into our third and final segment for the morning. And of course, this one is definitely a nice one with us. With us is actually Gayla Lopez, who is an artist and gallery owner. And Yoaling Lee. I love that name, Yoaling Lee, who is, of course, an artist. Shared exhibition is what we're about to have a conversation on. Ladies, good morning. It's so nice to see you all.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thanks for having us.
Yoaling Lee. I like that name.
I do too.
And this morning, in terms of introducing you, it was actually Gayla, because I can remember that song.
Gayla.
Do you want a song to get? You can ask him
You want a song too?
for your name.
You rhymed. Yeah, I know you rhymed. Okay, Yoaling.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So, shared exhibition, Gayla Art Gallery opening. Gayla, this must be something big for you.
It is. It is.
Wow.
It's been a journey. And yes, and the support has been overwhelming. It's just something that I wanted to do for years. And I finally said, you know, let's go for it. That's my slang from my dad. And I went for it.
Yeah.
And I have wonderful support from a lot of artists. A lot of people are coming out and they're giving me their full support. So that's a lot to me. It means a lot to me.
Wow. It sounds like you've got a lovely relationship with your dad, just listening to what you mentioned in terms of just go for it. That's his slogan. It's something that you're pushing on now. What put you over the hump to say, yes, I will do it now?
I'm very passionate about what I do. I love art, and we can speak all day on art. And I think because it flows from within, and you have that passion for what you do, especially in our field. And I'm looking at artists, and I know I share what they feel as well. And it's not just surviving, but it's healing. And there's so many people suffering right now. So many of us, including myself, all of us. And I would love for this gallery to be a go-to place for those who are looking for that healing, so that we're not alone, that we're all connected, and that we're here to support one another. So that made me really go for it indeed. And just to get to share that moment with everyone, especially artists like myself, and art is not limited, means the world to me. So that's my motivation. That has been my inspiration, looking at others not having a way out, not having a way to share their talent. Because we have raw talent in Belize, you know, we have a lot of talented people and they don't have a go-to place. So I'm hoping that the gallery can be that go-to place for everyone.
Wow.
And talk to us about this collaboration here that's happening. Yoaling?
Me?
Yes.
One day I saw a group chat from Messenger, and Gayla said that she's opening a gallery. I said, wow, it's wonderful, because very few places to display our work right here. I mean, it's very important for visual artists here. So, of course, we have to participate. Especially I live in Belize. It's not really far, so it's really convenient for me.
So where's this?
You've had your own experiences in working along with artists, in trying to open a gallery and what kind of space you want to work in. What do you find to be, both of you, the predominant challenge as to why it's necessary to establish your own space? Is it that there's not enough openness to share the work that you create?
I think that there are places, but creating a special place is different from just having places. And so for that reason, I think it's necessary. It's somewhere that, and I will keep saying this, it's a go-to place. And that's a special place. That's not only a place, you know. So for that reason, I think it's very important too, because you have other spaces, you have other buildings, you have other organizations that try to promote art. But you need to have the feel as well. And the feeling that I've gathered from those who have visited over the last month, it makes me feel that it's like a sanctuary, like a sacred place. So it's very special because, like I said, it's art, because art is really therapy, and it's a healing space. So that makes it a special place for you to go to.
Wow. And where's this gallery? Where is the gallery?
It's at the Image Factory building.
Northfront Street.
Northfront Street, right. You have the bookstore, you walk in. I'm in between, and Gilvano next.
Yeah,
and the Image Factory, so I'm right in between, yes.
Between books and Galvano, that's
Yes.
an interesting
Yes,
mental
yes.
space.
Yes, yes.
He's our friend.
Yeah, he is.
We love
That's a
Yes.
great guy.
And your experience, Yoaling?
I used to, well, I work in my studio. I have a studio, a large space.
Wow.
Yeah, and I work outdoor too. That's my space. It's not open to the public, but it's my own space. I used to open a art studio. I teach classes. Yeah, it's an interaction with the parent, student, and myself.
Yeah.
Very different kind of experience. I admire Gayla. She's opening her own space to the
Yes.
public, so it's very courageous.
So far, Gayla, in terms of the traffic, because you're known, especially with the piece that you've got back there, and that piece was actually famous for the Bellikin limited edition bottles.
Right.
And so, what's the traffic like for you now that you've opened your own place?
It's not actually opened as yet.
No.
It's opening on Friday. And so, but the traffic has been, it's been a lot as well because, like you said, my name is out here. And because of that reason, then I have the support of Yoaling, Masani, a lot of the artists that are going to be exhibiting that night, and they're all pushing for it. So it's been a lot. For example, part of the program for Friday night is, I was told by Spoken Word 501. They have given up all that they were doing on Friday to come out in full support of the gallery and that space, and that's going to bring more traffic to the place, you know. So I'm really looking forward to that. I have people who are just reaching out, honestly. Like, I knew there were certain artists, but I'm meeting so many more, and that only brings joy to your heart, you know, because it means that you are doing what you're supposed to do, and I'm just following through with my passion. So, and people just randomly stop in and they congratulate you, or on Facebook, or, you know, so it's beautiful.
So is there a particular style that you would like to have in your gallery?
Not a particular style.
Once it's art.
Once it's art, yes, because it's not limited.
Nothing is off limits.
No, nothing is off
You
limits.
did mention, though, that art for you, it's something sort of therapy, which, of course, it takes your mind to that place you want to go. It reminds me of the conversation I had last week, Friday, with two young upcoming artists. But these young ladies actually are painting, or they're doing their art by expressing how they feel at the time and putting it on canvas.
Right.
Is this the same thing for you?
It is.
And for you, of course?
It is. Art has always been my escape from a young girl dealing with stress, your everyday routine. It was that space and that time for me when I became withdrawn, and you bounce back. Because when you put pencil to paper, you put a paintbrush to canvas, it's a feeling that only the artwork shows. So it is healing. You get to relieve yourself of whatever you're going through, and you get your balance back. So and that's why I say art is not limited, and you get to express your emotions, or some of us get to, well, it's really your emotions. You get to feel your emotions, and you get to display and put it on something, on some medium, and show it.
So how have you decided whose work will be displayed for opening night, since you've been inundated with material?
I did not decide.
Oh, you have not decided yet?
I did not decide.
Oh.
There's 7 of us participating in the exhibits for the opening, and they all came. I did this group chat in Messenger, and I put it out to all the artists that I had on my page and asked to share, and they answered back. And so these are the first come.
First come, first serve.
And
So honored. I won.
There's 7. There's 7 who
eagerness
just
paid off.
yes. There's 7 who really stepped up.
So who are the 7 artists?
We have Yoaling.
Yes.
We have Masani Live. She does these wearable sculptures.
These are nice.
They're brass, copper, and sterling silver.
Yeah.
Those are going to be on display as well.
How do you put this together?
We have Michael Fuller. We have Mr. Pedro Cruz. We have depiction paintings. That's Kelvin Beiser. And we have Laura Godfrey from Placentia. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So it's a variety. It's a wide assortment of
Different flavor of
Yes,
artists
yes,
in one particular spot on Friday. What time on Friday?
7 o'clock to 9 o'clock.
7 to 9, 2
Yes.
hours.
Yes. But it's always going to be open, remember?
Of course.
It's a gallery. Yoaling, what kind of work will you be displaying?
This time only plein air. 3 small paintings, size like this. This is one of them.
Okay.
Do you know plein air painting? What does that mean? Do you know?
No?
Plein air painting means outdoor painting. Mean that put an easel outside, outdoor, and you paint from life.
This is from real life.
Yeah. You have Gayla sent you 3 pictures.
We have the images.
Yeah, you can see where I work, how I work. So
why have I not drove past and seen you at work? I love to see that.
I used to. This is from 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because this is from the Belize City. Swing
Harbor.
Bridge.
Right. I take turn. This is 2 years ago. There's probably 6 months, up to 6 months I was painting outside. People can see me by the highway to Ladyville too. A lot of people saw me.
Wow.
And also the harbor. I love that location.
Yeah.
But lately, right now, I'm working in my studio, working on some projects. So but
Okay.
soon I should go out. Maybe you will see me.
Yes. Yes. We want to see your work.
Yes, right in front of Channel 5.
Okay.
And Gayla, what will you be displaying? You have so much work. I don't know.
I'll leave it as a secret.
No secret?
Yes.
Not a tease.
No.
Just a tease.
I'm
Is it all new? Is it some of the things we've seen
I
before?
love this one in the background.
That one is going to be on display, but that has an owner.
Really?
Yes, it does. I really don't have any. I'm fortunate. I don't have any paintings. I think only one. I have one painting that's available, like to put up on exhibit and for sale.
Okay.
But everything else has been bought, fortunately.
Did you sell this art piece?
I know this is for Belikin.
Okay. Oh, because it was established. I thought you got to sell it as well.
No, I should, don't you? No, that's Belikin owns that. So.
So we don't get to find out what you'll be displaying.
I want to leave it as a surprise. These are visuals of what I do.
Okay.
So. Let me tap into the mind of an artist, and to both of you. At what time of the day do you find yourself most inspired to do a painting? Yoaling.
Well, could be all the time, but because I'm a mother of 3, before I came here, I have to drop my son. So actually, it's like half of my time for myself, and half of my time is for my children.
Oh.
But I do want to, if I can, I do want to work full time, like 24 hours. Yeah, it's just the way how to live.
Yeah.
In an ideal world, yeah.
And for you, Gayla?
I'm most inspired at 1, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Yeah, early morning time. If I've been commissioned to do something, then I'm going to be working right on it and get it done and get it done properly. But when I'm most inspired is at those hours. I can't lock my brain off. So.
Do you have a favorite painting that you've done for you, Gayla, and for you, Yoaling? A favorite, something that you said, you know what?
I can't answer you directly. It's a tricky question.
Yes, very tricky.
Which one of your children do you love the most?
I can't say that. No, they're all my favorite, because it's to me a work of mine. My work is not the result that matters. It's the process that matters.
Yeah.
Once the work is here, I say, well, it's here. That's all. To me, is okay. But what matters the most, what the most important is the process.
Right.
Like Gayla earlier mentioned about the feeling, it's the way how we, I won't say inspiration, but the way how we work is kind of complex.
Yeah.
And that process is so amazing and torture also sometimes too, but it's so fascinating. I mean, but I'm sorry I can't share with you because it's very personal. What is this only here? Yeah. But I think you like it too.
These are lovely.
You didn't answer the question. Yeah. You didn't get away. John moved on too fast.
Like Yoaling, all my works are my favorite. Okay. I don't have a specific one that I'm attached to.
Yeah.
But I do gloat over this one in the back.
Because it's on a bottle?
Probably.
You get to drink your own
inspiration.
I don't drink beer.
It's a
glass. I like it.
Another thing I want to,
I like lighthouse. I like lighthouse.
So, I know, Yoaling, you had enlightened us the last time we were here about the continuous process of producing work, and it's still something I think about that. You almost never know when you're really finished either. You're probably watching the work.
Yes.
You're probably watching the work right now and saying, I could have, should have, and how do you cope with that? That's a challenge as an artist. One, to get started, but two, to also walk away and say, that's it. That's all I can do. What have you learned to do to cope with that?
I have 3 children. My oldest is 18, so I don't want to say how old I am.
Join the club.
To answer your question, I work with painting and sculpture. For those years, it's very instinct, and also depends on type of work I do. For example, if I do studio work, when I say studio work, I mean inside of a studio. Maybe I work a larger scale of painting based on my plan there. Usually I work from life or from my sketch. At that type of work, it will be a little hard to say when I should stop. But still, I feel it. It's something, stop. When I overwork, then it's bad. So I'm learning. And the other type, like this kind of works plan there, outdoor painting, I don't have choice. I have limited time, like 1-2 hours, and I have to stop. Like if I work outdoor, it rain, it shine, I work outside, sometimes with umbrellas. So within that time framing, I have to stop. It doesn't matter finish or not finish. And that is the lovely part. I like it. I have no choice, just finish it. And the surprise is there.
Oh, so you don't have to battle your own inner demons about completing.
No. It's very fast. So.
It's the same with me. I think it's just something that you go by instinct indeed, and that you feel that it's finished, that it's completed, and you do I take walks, or sometimes I put my easel at my bed foot and I would just take a look at it, and it tortures me sometimes. But yes, you do feel it from inside that it's time, that it's over, it's finished, it's completed. So,
Okay.
What do you say to the younger artists some are studying art at school now, even in Belize, and they have aspirations? You have had an ongoing career for what?
20 odd years.
20 something years. Wow. Everybody wants a piece of your work.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. Well, if you can't even put one up that's not sold. So, but what do you say to them about making this a career? What does it take? I mean, talent is one thing, but I'm sure you could have all the talent, but maintaining it as a business is difficult.
Right. It's something that you feel. A lot of us choose careers that we don't necessarily, we're not passionate about it. Yeah. And it's so true to say that when you're passionate about something, it doesn't feel like working. It just flows for you. And so I guess my best advice is, if that's anything that you put your mind to and that you put your efforts to, not only painting and not only art, but if you feel it from inside that it's something that you have satisfaction for, and you don't feel like you're battling yourself, or if you place yourself in an environment and you realize, because some of us want to be, I just had this conversation yesterday, we want to be lawyers, we want to be doctors, because that's expected of us.
Yes.
Right? And those markets are so saturated, I think, that we grow up with that mentality, oh, I need to be a lawyer, I need to be a doctor. And we get into that field and we realize, that's not for us. So all those studies pretty much go to waste.
Yeah.
I'm self-taught. I never took art as part of my education. And that makes it even, it has to come from inside. It really has to come from inside.
So with that said, was there ever any other profession that you wanted to do?
Yes, I wanted to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yes. That was my dream growing up as a young girl and even into my adult years. I really wanted to be a lawyer. And I realized when you look back, I've been winning art contests from I was a little girl in infant school. So it's there. the signs are all there for you, and sometimes we just need to follow through and realize not all of us come to sit behind a desk or to be a TV host.
Yeah.
Like I told you earlier, I'm very fearful of TV. I'm not a public speaker like that. But so you have a love for it, right? So it comes naturally to you. It's the same with us, I think, as artists. It has to be something that comes.
But and I like that you mentioned that you wanted to be a lawyer, because I'm sure right now there are lawyers who are actually artists or who actually wanted to do art.
Right.
Because on the show a few Fridays ago, we had a immigration officer who, this guy belts out a poem to you, and my goodness, because that's his passion. And I think that's one of the ways what we could eventually teach our young people to, if you've got it, then bring it out.
Exactly.
If you paint a painting if you do a painting right now, are you able to do it again the other day?
No, not the same thing. It doesn't come out the same way. Like, I've tried, but it doesn't come out the same way as you felt it then and there.
Yeah.
And I just keep going with whatever flows from you. I think that a lot of us conform to what society expects of us, and we leave behind what we truly want to do. And I think that a lot of us need to come to that place of where you feel peace and joy and harmony with yourself. And by extension, then you get to do what you really love. So yes, while it may have been good for me to be a lawyer in society's eyes, it wasn't good for my heart. And so because I'm so at a peaceful place with myself, being an artist, I can then shine, I can then help others.
Outlet.
Yeah, it's just we are a connected world. And so
Wow.
hope I answered.
Yeah, you did.
When do
Did I, Yoaling?
Yeah, I got hypnotized by that. Yes. I'm speechless.
You did too.
Right?
I got hypnotized. You did too.
When do you find the most inspiration? When are you most inspired? Is it a particular emotion? Is it something that would happen during your day? Good days, bad days? When do you find you're most inspired?
I work on painting and sculpture. So the form is very important, also the mood. If I talk about painting, it's the mood. When I paint outside, like plain there, I need to feel that something's there. It's like a, Usually I go out and then I drive and I find spots. And when I'm ready, I go. I know that the view, the scenery is there.
Yeah.
That is the inspiration. I find my inspiration.
Okay.
Also, people, when I do sculpture, I was doing the boost.
Yeah.
It's people, friend, stranger that I see every day. It's just like a plain old something just there. And I just need to do it.
Or drive past someone you want to do a portrait of.
Chase after my mother. Yeah, it happened. Yeah, I create my own muse and I chase after them. I do.
Wow.
And for you, Gayla?
I'm a lover of faces, and that's my area that I work with, portraits. I love to stare people. Eyes means the most to me, because I do believe truly that's your whole being, your soul. So I get a lot of, my daughters would tell me, stop staring, mommy. But I stare because I see something, and that helps me to paint. I love faces. I just like the, I say variety, but I just love cultures and just the feel you get from it. And especially when people are smiling, it makes you feel happy inside. I don't like to see a face that's made up. So I try to do faces that look light, that brings to you that happiness, so that you feel what I'm feeling when I'm doing it. Yeah.
Wouldn't you say that
I feel it.
Wouldn't you say, there you go.
Okay.
Wouldn't you say
I think we should do a live or do a
portrait.
This is my next challenge to you.
Again?
Yes.
I'm going to tie you up.
Not me. You do Gayla, Gayla does you. We have miserably failed at trying to do you.
Wow, it feels like a fun Friday here.
It is.
Sorry, I can't help.
And you can see the support that we have for one another.
Yes.
It's beautiful. I wish Masani could have been here today, because She gives you that good energy. She brings to you.
She's watching something.
I am certain she is. Yeah. Actually, everybody that's going to be exhibiting on Friday, their work speaks of who they are. Yeah. Yeah. So I really hope that, because it's open to the public, I really do hope we have a lot of traffic that night and onwards, because it's going to be open. Like, I wanted to that feel free space. Yeah. Come in and get that experience, you know, and who knows, maybe you'll be hanging too.
Yeah, true. So 2 hours, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Friday at the Image Factory on North Front Street.
7 artists on display.
7 artists.
Excellent.
There you go.
Yes,
There
yes,
you go.
yes. And that's one of my work.
Godfrey, this is yours as well. Lara Godfrey, Gayla, Michael Fuller, Pedro Cruz, Kelvin Beiser, Masani Live, and Yoaling Lee.
Yoaling.
Don't sing it.
Yoaling Lee.
Be careful, she might walk out. But ladies, it has been such a great morning, and we really appreciate you coming in. What we do sense is the camaraderie, and obviously it's coming together for a common cause, common love, I should say. And so the Gayla Art Gallery opens on Friday.
It does.
In Belize City. You don't want to miss it. Thank you for coming in and telling us the details.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take our final break. And when we come back, we'll have our wrap-up, so stay tuned.